Welcome to our last Wednesday webinar of the summer. Today is Wednesday, August 17th, 2016. We're doing a webinar on screencasting to engage learning. I am Mark Oakton, one of the coordinators here at the Instructional Design and Professional Learning Division. I had a team of teachers who were going to assist me on this webinar, and the final one ended up having car trouble halfway between here and Idaho and is stuck on the road. So I will be here presenting by myself, attempting the impossible. Something I never tried before. I'm going to be presenting off of 3 different devices as we go through this presentation. So wish me luck, please. Looking at the web-based methods, Screencast-O-Matic. Screencast-O-Matic is I think my favorite, and the reason it's my favorite is you can get 15 minutes of up to 15 minutes of a video that you create for free at absolutely no cost at all. Very, very simple to install it, and I love this word, it auto-magically exports as an MP4 file. So I'd like to do a little app share of Screencast-O-Matic. If you just go to screencastomatic.com, you can create an account. I like to use my NVCCSD account, and once you log in, all you click on is the Start Recorder, and it will tell you that it's loading and launching the recorder. It will take just a few seconds to launch that recorder. It says the recorder is launched, and now you see this square on my screen. That is where I'm going to record from. So I'm going to open up, in this case I'll use a Smart Notebook file, the handy dandy Smart Notebook tutorial file. And you see how I'm dragging my recording window. I'm going to size that recording window just large enough to record only what I want to have recorded. I could record my entire screen if I wanted to, but there's a lot of other, the other programs and files that I have on my desktop, the desktop background. Those types of things can be a distraction from what students should be looking at. So I'm only going to record exactly what I want. Now I just disconnected my webcam from this computer, but you can include your webcam. You can actually have both. You can record your screen with the webcam in the corner, which if you want your kids to see you, that could be very useful for you. You can choose your microphone, to select your microphone. If you have multiple microphones, sometimes if you have a webcam, there'll be a microphone that's installed in that webcam. You want to make sure that you're choosing your best microphone. In this case, it's my USB microphone. And then you can close the preferences here, and you just hit the record button. You'll see that it counts down 3, 2, 1, go. Now whatever I'm doing is recording. So I can talk my kids through this presentation. I can use my tools and highlight or whatever it is I need to do as I share my presentation with the kids. Then when I'm all done, I'm just going to hit the pause button here, and then I'm going to go back and click on Done. At which time it asks me what I want to do with the recording. Well, before I do anything with the recording, I might want to preview it. So I'm going to hit play and watch my presentation. I don't believe that you can hear that system sound. I'm hearing myself talking. Let me put my mic up to the speakers. And you were able to hear me there too, because it doesn't record that system sound. But I get to choose now how I want to save it. After I viewed it, I made sure it's exactly how I want it to be. How do I want to save it? I'm going to recommend that every time, 100% of the time, you save it as a video file. You can change the file name. I'm going to change this to Smart Practice. Select a place for it to save to. I'm going to save it to the desktop. The type, you want to save it as an MP4. Now here's one of the things that I really like about Screencast-O-Matic is the cursor, your options for the cursor. you can make it so that way it shows the little arrow as you're moving your mouse around. It will highlight it, and that helps draw the attention, the student's attention, to what it is you're doing with the mouse. So that's a great tool. You can get rid of the cursor altogether. You can have just the cursor without any highlights. But I like that highlight cursor. Captions, if you want to have captions, you can actually add captions into your presentation. Then after you've made sure those settings are exactly what you want them to be, you just click on Publish. Mine was a really short video, so it won't take very long to publish. Longer videos are going to take much more time. And I can see that it is here on my desktop. All right, I'm going to try to show you. I've only have a few minutes left to do a screencast using an iPad. So you should see my iPad now. A couple of the apps are Doceri and Explain Everything. I'm going to show you Doceri real fast, and then I'm going to talk about the different apps because they all work pretty much the same. Now it won't show you everything here. I'm going to create a new project, and doesn't walk you through that process of creating a new project. And so you see my brand new project that I want to create in Doceri. These apps work really well for having students demonstrate their learning. Let's say I was teaching math and I want, elementary math, and I wanted my students to show me that they knew their math facts. Well, they could actually record. I'm going to click on the start recording. You can't see it, but this is recording my voice in Doceri, and I can start doing walking my way through some math problems. 4 times 3 equals, I'm not very good at math, so I'm going to say 72. 4 times 4 equals, I figured this one out, 16. And then I'm walking myself through. I said, oh no, that's not right. I messed up here. I can go back and erase this, and it's going to record me erasing it. And I'm going to say, that's not right. And I might want to even change the color. 4 times 3 equals 12. And so your students are able to walk through this process and to explain their learning. Now I'm going to stop my recording. You can't see all the stuff I'm doing in the background, but I'm going to go ahead and save this to my camera roll. And that's one of the nice things on the iPad, is it will save to your camera. So now I go back into my photos. I can go to my photos, and I can play that video. Now you're not hearing my voice, I don't think, through the playback, but I can hear it in the playback as the teacher listening to a student walk their way through this whole process. Okay, you don't need to watch that whole thing. Looking at your interactive whiteboards, you can do all of this with the Smart Board, the Promethean board, your e-beam, or even your Mimeo. With the Smart and the Promethean, you can use. They have some built-in software that can be used to record. The e-beam and the Mimeo have some. I know the Mimeo has some built-in software. I don't recommend using it. I would use your Screencastify or whatever else you're using for that. Okay, so let me just show you real fast how to do this. Screen record with your smartboard, and it works the same with the Promethean. So you have your Smart Notebook file open, and you want to work on it. You're going to be up at the board working on it with kids. You have a microphone plugged in that you're wearing while you're doing it. You can simply go to your Smart Notebook software, right-click on it, and choose the recorder. Now that recorder, I can choose if I want to record the desktop, record just an area, or record a window. Maybe I just want to record an area. It tells me to draw a rectangle around the area I want to record. I'm going to record just that area there. And now you can see that it's starting to record. And so anything I do in that area, along with my voice, will be recording. So that's all it takes to record with Smart Notebook. And I know that was really, really quick. When you stop, it will ask you where you want to save it. One thing it will do is it will save it as an WMV file. What do you do after you've recorded? You want to post the video. You have to determine where you want to post the video. With your NVCCSD accounts, I don't know if you know, but you all have a YouTube channel already. So you can post it on your YouTube channel. You can simply post it into your Google Drive and share it by giving students the link to it, or by embedding it into a web page. Either way works. It depends on what you're most comfortable with. You do want to make sure that the video works, that you have the sharing settings so that anyone can view it from any device, and I'd like to check it on multiple devices to make sure that it works.